To be honest, the word of feminist is a very sensitive word. In a community or a society like Afghanistan, using that I'm feminist or I'm advancing feminist peace will create lots of reaction and prejudice towards our work. We are using the word of sisterhood and womanhood as a comparative word, which can be like acceptable or tolerable in our society. We are working to change man mindset. So first of all, we are very much conscious that how we are talking, which type of words we are using, what type of language we are using, what type of physical and actions we have. So we consider all these sensitivity. Secondly, we use religion arguments to support our work, working with imams from Islamic perspective. I remembered when for the first time I had a training session with imams when we were working on family trees. I was asking that to write name of male and female member of the family. And I noticed that most of the imam, they were not writing name of their wife, their daughters. So when I was asking that why you do not share the name, they were saying it's very shameful for us. We are Afghan, and how we can share name of our wife, daughter in front of other men. Then I was thinking, oh God, how to work. And then I start presenting my family tree, and I was telling them that this is name of my mother. And I love this name because name of mother of prophet was this. This is my name, and this is my sister name, like Khadija, and I love this name because this is the name of wife of Holy Prophet. So all the imams were realizing something, and I was saying like, you know, the most supreme person in the life of a Muslim is Holy Prophet. And we know the names of wife and daughters of Holy Prophet. And as he was a strong man, he was highly moral man. If he was not feeling embarrassed, ashamed of taking name of his family members, we are superior to Prophet. We are higher in value from Holy Prophet. Then the Imam realized their mistake. Then one of an Imam came in like emotion. He said, my wife's name is Fatima, and Fatima is name of daughter of Holy Prophet. So I'm proud of this name. So this type of activity I do, these are the things that slowly and gradually change the mindset. We are also working with women to understand the importance they have in this life and the role they can play in their personal, private and social level life. Women who are illiterate, who are semi-educated or highly educated. And also we are trying to work with women who are living under the rule of Taliban in almost 60% of our land, who are totally deprived of the basic needs of their life. We are working with youths. They are the ones who are carrying the war, especially male youths. They are easily can be targeted in the clutches of mafia and warlords. So that's why it's very much important to challenge or encounter the terrorism or extremism in our society. Afghanistan cannot be like European countries or like USA or any other country. Afghanistan has its own dimension and problems. We need localized methodologies or approaches, but thinking should be from global perspective, but act should be on local perspective. That is why so far our work has been very successful. My father was second top businessman of Afghanistan. As he was rich, he was tribal leader and he was a very conservative man. He did not allow my sister to go to school. So thank God I got disability, I got polio. One day one of the doctors suggested to my father to put me in a school to become busy. I was very much happy because I had a very good alternative, reading books, drawing, painting, and it made me very much engaged. Usually after 4th or 5th grade, girls are considered that they are grown up, they do not need to go to school. But I was insisting to my father, just only this year, not more, just only this year. My father said, I will cut your finger. Every year you're showing, just only this year. My father is now proud of me, and even my brothers who were like very much opposing my education and my work. Now they are telling their children to copy my life as a role model. Their daughters are going to university. Many times I receive threats, warnings, many times. But always a question comes in my mind, and that this is my country, this is my responsibility. If there is nobody left in Afghanistan, I will be the last person leaving Afghanistan. Now I have lots of other colleagues, friends, youths, men and women along myself. I do not feel alone.